Hey, what's up guys, TheCampingRusher here. Welcome back everybody to another Fortnite video. We got a bunch of news to go over as per usual. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I'll keep you up to date on all things Fortnite. And touch that like button for me. Here is the new shop. We've actually got a pretty fire shop. It's been a while, I gotta admit. It's been a while since we've had a really good one. We've got Volley Girl in the daily. And then we've got the new Malcor and Evil Eye, the pickaxes. I like that pickaxe. You know, I like it, but I also like the icebreaker and my new version of the icebreaker as well. Those are kind of my go-to. But if you're buying anything from the shop, make sure to use that support a creator code. Doesn't have to be mine. Of course, if you do use mine, you could be featured in the next video, and I want to say thank you. So leave a comment or tweet at me, but don't leave it empty. Use someone, and thanks to all of you that use mine. I appreciate it. All right, let's start out with this. We can almost see who is kept caged underneath Polar Peak in the castle here, and everyone assumes this is the Snowfall Skin. I think we're on board with that. And so we're very close, right? We've got the chains. Those are the chains I showed you guys a week or two ago from the files, so we knew those were there. Something is imprisoned down there, and I'm really liking this. Like, if this is the Snowfall Skin, which again we assume it is, there's actually some some storyline build up behind it, whereas with the AIM skin, he just came out of nowhere, right? The enforcers came out of nowhere. Like, we haven't really had backstory, and not that this is crazy backstory, but at least we know kind of where this person's skin comes from. I'm extremely excited to see what is uncovered, who's chained up, what's going on, and just to get, and again, this is in the same spot that the eggs are in, right? The dragon eggs, and a lot of theories are forming, and we're getting to that last month of this season. I think in 2 days the last month begins, so we're gonna start getting some answers to these questions, and I'm excited, man. The storyline part of this season, I think, has been better than the last couple, which I like that part of this game. On top of that, here is the ice melting progression, just to give you an idea of where we were at. So January 20th at 11 a.m. all the way to the 26th today at 11 a.m. So it's melting fairly quickly. So again, we should, by the next update, which we assume is Tuesday morning as per usual, 5 a.m. Eastern. No official announcement on that yet. But again, I will keep you up to date as soon as that. We're going to have a lot of videos. It's going to be a big one, 7.3, baby. But yeah, it's going fast. And by then, we should have something revealed. But will it be the Snowfall Skin, or maybe like another cage that we can't actually see into? That's more likely, I would say, because they're probably not going to reveal to us the Snowfall Skin until week 9, right? I think it's 9 weeks of challenges. So I'm very excited, man. What do you guys think it is? Do you think it's the Snowfall Skin? Do you have another theory? Let me know in the comment section down below. All right, quickly, the Galaxy Llama Spray. I talked about this yesterday. It's the new Galaxy Skin bundle, or not skin, just Galaxy bundle. If you buy the phone case, again, check yesterday's video for the details. But here's what that llama spray looks like in game. Lachlan's video, one of the guys had it. Not the greatest screenshot, but we've seen it on the, just an example of it when you hover over it, right? We've seen that, but this is actually in game. So there it is. That's what you're getting into if you purchase that phone case. All right. I should cover this. I know not everyone plays Nintendo Switch, but I'm going to put up a bunch of changes they're doing for 7.3. All right, some very good changes for you Nintendo Switch players. I'm going to put it on your screen right now. Frame rates, overall performance are things we are constantly working on, optimizing across all platforms. So Switch optimization. Move to more efficient memory allocator on Switch, significantly reducing crashes due to out of memory, reduced hitches on Switch caused by garbage collection, improved level streaming performance on Switch, texture pool size is increased. I don't know what a lot of this stuff means, man. GPU performance improvements, and doubled the limited number of cosmetics that can be displayed on the screen, as we now have more free memory. So I know what that one means. That's one I understand. So there you go. That's what's going down for Switch in 7.3, and I know there's been some problems there, so that should be exciting. Okay, this one's important. You might want to listen up to this one because it could affect everybody. There's been a security breach. So right away, if you use the same password for Fortnite that you use for other things, go change those other things right now. This happens, right? That's why people say, and I've had it happen to me, man. A couple of years ago, I had a couple of my things hacked because of this. I had one password I used for a lot of different things. I don't do that anymore, and that's the reason why. Because if someone hacks you on a random site, then they could just use that password in your email on all the whatever it may be, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, I don't know, and possibly get into your account. So a major Fortnite bug exposed player data for hackers to impersonate. So all they've said on this, they said that the matter has been addressed, all right, but they did not comment on the scope of the bug's vulnerability. So we do not know how many accounts have been affected by these hackers. There's definitely some though. So it could be you, it could be me. Make sure you change those passwords. We encourage players to protect their accounts by not reusing passwords and using strong passwords and not sharing account info with others. That was their other comment on that. And in the post, I'll link down in the description. You can watch the video on how this vulnerability, how this bug exploit worked. A YouTuber explains it, but we don't need to go into that. That's all the info we have on that. Change your password just to be safe. Okay, this next post is kind of known info, but it sets a little bit of confusion up, a little bit of not controversy, but contradiction between some of the things that Epic has said, and it's to do with Season 8. So, in the blog post announcing that Epic would be taking 2 weeks off around the holidays, which was of course before the holidays, they also announced that Season 7 will officially end on February 28th. All right, this season's longer than normal, 2 weeks longer than normal, and we knew that, right? I actually don't mind it, especially with the amount of stuff that we have gotten this season. But on top of that, when does Season 8 start? Well, the next season of Fortnite usually, right, begins the day after Season 7 ends, which in this case would be March 1st. And at that point, I think we can expect the snow to be melted. Whether all the snow, like what'll happen to the ice biome, no idea. There's no indication of if that's going to stay or leave. Multiple items will be vaulted, of course, and then something insane will be added. I'm quoting the article here, but it's right. It's absolutely right. But the problem here is the end date of the season also poses an interesting issue for the Fortnite competitive scene. So you guys remember I talked about Fortnite announcing they are going to, with the competitive scene, they're going to make it so at big tournaments, they're not going to have game-changing things happen right before a tournament, right? Just like League of Legends, I used as the example. League of Legends competitive sometimes plays 2 or 3 patches behind the public version of League of Legends because, you put it into the public and maybe you realize that something isn't balanced, right? The pros will figure that out right away, and it can ruin events in a way, ruin the competitive scene. There is a huge $500,000 tournament, the IEM Katowice, I don't know if I'm saying that right, from March 1st to March 3rd, that has many of the biggest names invited. So a massive tournament right as Season 8 begins. So I think how they'll do it is maybe still play on Season 7, but that's why I say it's contradictory to what they said previously. Because in my mind, Season 8's going to launch, there's going to be so many new changes, and then there's a tournament that day. So little confusing how that's going to work out, but we'll wait and find out. Couple other things here, and that is to do with the soccer skins. So some of the best skins in this game are, or I guess most valued skins are the NFL skins that came out, the soccer skins, right? And this is because you spend 1,200 V-Bucks or whatever, I think 1,200 for the soccer skins, NFL might be the same, and you get, 20 different customizations of the skin while being able to change the number as well. Like, the value is just insane. So just a heads up here, this is speculation, but if you're wondering when the soccer skins are going to come back, these skins are exclusive to big soccer events, right? It helps promote big soccer events, football, if, soccer, football, whatever you call it from where you're from. So they came out in the World Cup, then they came out again in September for the UEFA Champions League, and league which starts knockout stage on February 15th. So he's saying here you can expect to see them around then. And February 15th is just around the corner, right? 2 or 3 weeks away. Again, no confirmation on this, just going based on historic evidence here. Lastly, this one's a concept. This isn't confirmed, but I thought I would talk about it because it's hilarious, man. It's absolutely hilarious, and I do not know why they haven't done something like this. It's so the post was from 8-Bit Memes, link down below. Wrote this idea down while I had the flu, came back today, and realized sick me actually had a good idea. And that is the Royale Jonesy. And he's done a little bit of Photoshop work here, and it's Jonesy with a crown, a staff, and a cape. And I just think it's hilarious. I don't know why they haven't done, like, obviously there are some just normal Jonesy skins, but something really hilarious like this, where it's just Jonesy in some simple outfit, because Jonesy, the default skin's looked at as kind of a meme, but you throw a couple extra pieces of clothing or artifacts on him, and it could change the game. It just makes me laugh. I don't know. This has over 6,000 upvotes on Reddit, so there's a big possibility lots of people at Epic have seen this. And again, we could expect to see this skin come out in the future. It's one of those big concepts, right? One of those more popular ones. But yeah, I think it's absolutely hilarious. And I hope something like this is added very soon. Thought we'd top off the video with a little concept. Never hurts. If you enjoyed today's video, touch that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. Keep you up to date on all things Fortnite. Support a creator code, TheCampingRusher. And other than that, take care. Talk soon. Good.